Yeah, I mean, if you look at the net value of the phone, and that's after taking into consideration all the credits and everything that Vodafone's giving away, it becomes even better value than the 199. So really, the reality is that you're getting a very, very good phone with amazing features that you normally expect on $1,000 devices and above. But for below 199 as a net effect.
Well, let's look at mobile phone technology now. There's a brand new handset out from Alcatel branded. It's called the 3L, and it is selling in Australia sub $199. Sorry, sub $200. It's $199. And I got to say, it's a pretty nice piece of kit for that price. I thought we'd have a chat with Sam Skontos. He's the regional managing director for TCL Communications to talk more about the Alcatel 3L. How are you, Sam?
I'm well, thanks. How are you doing, Charlie?
I'm good. I got to say, this is your best sub $200 handset of all time.
Yes, I will not disagree with you. So far, we've done a fantastic job in bringing out great value products, probably sub $100, and we've tried to then move up the value chain. And in terms of, we've tried before to get into the 199 and 179 space, but this time we've got the most amazing, best valued product at 199.
The interesting thing is you've got a number of features on here that I'd expect on a more expensive handset. You've got three cameras on the back. You've got fingerprint scanner. You've got what else can we see here? It's I like that you've kept the 3.5 mm audio jack. Well done for that one, pushing it against the stream, so to speak. But it also feels good in your hand, and it's very snappy as well when you're flipping through the apps. It doesn't feel like a cheap phone.
Yeah, no, I think you're 100% right. I mean, the screens are fairly significant, 6.22 inch HD plus, so you're getting a very, very good resolution screen. And then, of course, you've got the triple camera in the back, which gives you the bokeh effect, the macro zoom, and all the features that you normally expect at the high-end phones. It feels great, and one of the things that I like to look at when I'm looking at a phone is all the human interfaces. The screen's got to be good for my eyes, the audio's got to be great for my hearing, and it's got to have really good smooth scrolling, etc. And I think we've hit the nail on the head with the 3L. I think we cater for all of those human interfaces, and the most important thing is it's a great price and it's an affordable price.
You got 4,000 milliamp hour battery. You got Android 10. I mean, you really have got the main inclusions in there, right? It doesn't feel like you've actually gone, okay, well, we're going to keep this, but we're going to get rid of that because we're trying to hit that price point. Now, we do need to declare that at 199, it's being sold through Vodafone, the retail guys. And it is locked to their network, so that's Vodafone and their resellers that it will work on. But even then, you're doing a deal where you're giving some Vodafone credit, $40 of Vodafone credit when you buy it. So that's even more value. So you can no doubt negotiate with them about, well, not negotiate, but have a conversation with them about what plan that this could go on and how you apply that credit. So you're trying to provide this handset even lower than that 199 price because of the credit, really, aren't you?
Yeah, I mean, if you look at the net value of the phone, and that's after taking into consideration all the credits and everything that Vodafone's giving away, it becomes even better value than the 199. So really, the reality is that you're getting a very, very good phone with amazing features that you normally expect on $1,000 devices and above. But for below 199 as a net effect. And for us, Vodafone's a very, very, very good customer, a very strong partner. We partner with Vodafone globally, so we have a very strong relationship with Vodafone, as we do with all the carriers. So it's important to us to make sure that the offers are really, really hot to match up with a hot device.
You've got a couple of things that you really focused on. I mean, the thing that we noticed is twofold: the screen and the camera, right? So let's talk about the screen first. The resolution that you've got, you've really built it for mobility and entertainment consumption on the go.
Yeah, look, one of the things that we've done differently with this particular roadmap that we're launching this year, and I may say that we're going to have another 3 devices that are going to launch soon, and potentially another 4 to 5 TCL devices that we're going to launch this year. And what's been different is the fact that we are now using our own display. So we are part of a large consumer electronics company called TCL, who are number 1 in TVs in the US and number 2 globally by volume in TVs. And we've got in-house our own company that manufactures panels for the TVs and now manufacturing displays for our mobile phones. And we've got some amazing technology in-house that we're starting to use. And that's why some of the displays you're going to see, even on these low-end devices, which I guess, at $199, some may argue whether how low-end it is. But nonetheless, some of these devices are going to have amazing displays because we're able to use our own technology. From a camera perspective, we know that's the trend. And, people are coming out with 100-megapixel cameras and amazing zoom cameras and macros and so forth. What we're saying is just because you're paying $199 should not mean that you're getting a really substandard camera or camera array. And in this case, we got a triple camera with a super wide angle, bokeh, macro, everything that you normally would expect on devices greater than $1,000. So who's it cater for? It caters for the young generation. It caters for people that are just coming into the market. 14-year-olds, 15-year-olds, 16-year-olds. It caters for people that want a decent phone without breaking the bank. And let's face it, under these difficult conditions we're all living in today due to COVID-19, I think a lot of people will be looking at saving money. A lot of people will be looking at, look, I do want to get a new phone. I do want to have the latest and greatest features, but I'm not sure about spending $1,000 and above. And this is where the 3L is perfect.
Yeah, it is becoming harder to justify that kind of investment these days as well. The other thing, real quick before we finish, is 6.22-inch HD plus display. It's not a small handset, is it? You're not really missing out on screen real estate with this one. You're pretty much getting it all packaged in, and you've got a great entertainment device, a great phone, and still have money left in your pocket, correct?
Yeah, look, what we tried to do with the phone is, obviously from a design standpoint, is tried to minimize the bezels. Why do we do that? Well, we want to maximize the viewing area and reduce the amount of dead space, which is usually the case with bezels. And I think we've done a really, really good job, even to the stage where we've got a little small notch at the front where the selfie camera is. So therefore, we're not impeding too much on the viewing space and the viewing real estate. And that's important because if we want this to be a multimedia device or an entertainment device, we've got to make sure that we maximize the viewing space and the viewing real estate. But at the same time, like you rightly pointed out, the 3.5mm jack is super important for getting that really good quality audio out there, streaming through Bluetooth devices. And I think, again, for $199, you've got one hell of great value in that package.
Good to have a chat to you, Sam. It's the Alcatel 3L. You can get it through Vodafone, $199 plus a $40 credit. We'll have more details on cybershack.com. Sam, thanks for your time today.
Thanks very much, Charlie. A pleasure.